Hi guys, and here are 30 crazy things you didn't know about Scientology. Now, Scientology is a body of beliefs and related practices created by science fiction writer L. Ron Hubbard, which began in 1952 as a successor to his earlier self-help system, Dianetics. L. Ron Hubbard characterized Scientology as a religion, and in 1953 he incorporated the Church of Scientology in Camden, New Jersey. Now, Scientologists believe that Xenu, dictator of the Galactic Confederacy, brought aliens to Earth 75 million years ago. He put them in volcanoes and killed them with H-bombs. Their souls now affect humanity. Number 1. The Church of Scientology allegedly split up Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, according to the testimony of Marty Rathbun, formerly the second highest ranking official in the Church of Scientology, who left in 2004. Scientology's head, David Miscavige, was suspicious of Cruise's second wife, Nicole Kidman, whose father was a renowned psychologist in his native Australia. Scientology is vehemently opposed to psychiatry and psychology, and Rathbun claims that because of Kidman's father, she was labelled a potential troubled source. Number 2. The church reportedly held interviews for the position of Tom Cruise's girlfriend, including interviewing Katie Holmes. Number 3. Celebrity followers include, just to name a few, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Jason Lee, Nancy Cartwright, Kirstie Alley, Beck, and Giovanni Ribisi. Number 4. John Travolta allegedly stays with the church because it has too much dirt on him and has threatened to make his private info public. Travolta, it is suggested, is kept in the group because they have mountains and mountains of dirt on him. The years of spiritual auditing, the process by which Scientologists basically reveal their deepest, darkest secrets, which are then categorized and brought out whenever someone needs, well, shall we say, encouragement, as the mafia like to say. Number 5. The church allegedly mistreats its members, in some cases physically abusing them, and threatens harassment for those who leave the faith. Number 6. Worldwide there is an estimated 10 million plus Scientologists. Number 7. In the Scientologist documentary Going Clear, it estimates Scientology has amassed over $1 billion in tax-free wealth. An organization that's managed to retain its tax-exempt status based on its classification as a religion. According to the IRS, with access to some $3 billion in assets, it's still a fearsome beast to contend with, writes The Hollywood Reporter in its review. The documentary is a broadside against the controversial religion. It argues that Scientology exploits its tax-exempt status to amass millions of dollars in property and donations, behaving more like a business than a charity. Number 8. Because of South Park's Scientology episode, the Church of Scientology hired people to spy on Matt and Trey to find something on them to use for blackmail. The church became frustrated when their investigation turned up nothing but the fact they're pretty normal people. Number 9. South Park brought Scientology beliefs to mainstream audiences. Number 10. Jenny Miscavige Hill, the niece of chairman of Scientology David Miscavige, first learned about the story of Xenu from watching the Trapped in the Closet episode of South Park. Number 11. The German government refuses to recognize Scientology as a religion. The organization has officially been labeled an abusive business, masquerading as a religion. France also classifies it as a cult. Number 12. Wikipedia has banned the Church of Scientology from editing any of its articles. It is a punishment for repeated and deceptive editing of articles related to the controversial religion. Number 13. The Church of Scientology carried out Operation Freakout in 1976. It was a covert plan intended to have the US author and journalist Paulette Cooper imprisoned or committed to a mental institution because of her book critical of the religion. Number 14. The Cult Awareness Network listed Scientology as the number 1 most dangerous cult. Scientologists sued them into bankruptcy and now owns the new Cult Awareness Network. Number 15. David Miscavige, the leader of the Church of Scientology's wife, disappeared in 2006 and hasn't been located since. Number 16. L. Ron Hubbard was quoted saying, "Writing for a penny a word is ridiculous. If a man really wanted to make $1 million, the best way to do it would be to start his own religion." This was just a few years before starting Scientology. Number 17. The Church of Scientology has a compound in California called Gold Base that is guarded by snipers and armed gate guards. It houses a prison that practices torture and a paramilitary training school. Number 18. In 1970, the English Court of Appeal found that Scientology does not engage in religious worship. Number 19. Charles Manson took 150 hours of Scientology courses and rejected it as too crazy. Number 20. Hubbard's eldest son, L. Ron Hubbard Jr., rejected his father and Scientology and changed his name to Ronald D. Wolfe. Number 21. L. Ron Hubbard's book Battlefield Earth stayed on the bestsellers list despite being critically panned because of the Church of Scientology had members purchase thousands of copies, some going as far as to repeatedly buy the same copies. Number 22. The Church of Scientology routinely gives its members security checks to determine if they've been unfaithful to the church. The Security Check Children is a 99-question interrogation given to children of ages 6 to 12. Number 23. In 1943, L. Ron Hubbard wrote a series of private letters about losing his command and various military blunders and general good health. Later he founded Scientology and claimed heroics and injuries in the war. Number 24. To join the high ranks of Scientology, you have to sign a billion-year contract. Number 25. Scientology used to be run from a boat. In the 1960s, a ship called the Apollo sailed the Mediterranean and later the Caribbean, and that's where all the religious followers hung out. Hubbard was the Commodore, and his followers, known as the Sea Organization, served as a private navy. Number 26. Members of Scientology's inner circle have to work 100+ hours per week for the church, face severe restrictions on family affairs, and can be sent to a private prison to do hard labor if they break church rules. Number 27. The woman who voices Bart Simpson once donated $10 million to the Church of Scientology, which was almost twice her annual salary. Number 28. Followers who reach an advanced level of Scientology are known as operating thetans or OTs. They supposedly have telekinetic and telepathic powers. Number 29. When L. Ron Hubbard showed off Scientology's first clear member the highest level of achievement with skills that include perfect memory, the woman couldn't even recall what color tie Hubbard was wearing. Number 30. The church is being investigated by the FBI. The investigation began in December 2009 with a focus on human trafficking within the Sea Organization at the Gold Base in California. The investigation remains open. That's all for this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to add me to Facebook and Twitter, the links will be on the description below. And if you enjoy my video, please press the red subscribe button below. I release a new top 7 video every day, and I'll see you all soon.